As soon as we showed up here this morning, I looked out the window of our tour bus and I saw the lake out there and I said, man, there's some good energy out here. And I know there's a lot of good people out here, so thank you, Maine, for showing up. So much love. Give it up one more time for Arrested Development. It was amazing.
Everyday people.
Last April, my father, after a 2-month battle, passed away from COVID. And we weren't able to visit him in the hospital at all. And we had a Zoom funeral. And I didn't know my biological father, so it was. I didn't know him until I was 22 years old. And I always felt like I missed out a lot with him. And so Zoom funeral is really hard to connect person to person. And I was out of the country in Bali, and every day I'd ask my son, who's 3 years old, to say, what do you want to do today? Because my wife just happened to be gone during that time, and this was all going on. And it was just the two of us. So I'd ask him, what do you want to do at 5 o'clock when I get off work? And he would say to me, Dad, I want to find a stick. And at that moment I was like, that is the best fucking idea ever. Let's find a stick, son. So every day at 5 o'clock we go and we find the coolest stick with like the most branches, and we break them off and we shape it how we want it. And we pretend like we were fishing in the creek, and then we drag it in the mud and we draw pictures with it, and we'd roast marshmallows and pineapple with it. And my son would look up at me and he would say, Dad, why are you crying? And I would say, because this is something that I never got to do with my dad. And so every day we would do something that I never got to do with my dad. And so while the pandemic was really, really hard in some ways, there was also ways that brought us closer together in ways that we never would have imagined before. And so I just want to say a big shout out to you all's resilience. And I mean everybody on this planet, just the resilience that we've had to get through these challenges, and to be able to find the light in it, to be able to see the light in it. And the first show that we had back last summer, we did this really very brief tour. We call it the Greek Letters Tour, because it was all the letters between the Delta variant and the Omicron variant. So we thought it was going to go on, but we got stopped at Omicron. And but the first show back was at Red Rocks. It's the most beautiful place in the world, and there was 10,000 people there, all breathing the same air and just being next to each other at the same time. And I just broke down into tears. And I realized something in that moment that changed me forever. And that is that we need each other. We need each other. No matter the ways we try to divide through politics, through religion, gender, ethnicity, and sexuality, there's all these ways that they try to divide us, but we need each other. People need people. We need to be able to look into the eyes of a stranger and hug our workmates and go to school with our classmates and just see our grandma when necessary. And so this is a song that I wrote for my dad, and it's about that. It goes like this. This guitar needs 6 strings, 'cause without it there's no song. And this house needs love in it, 'cause without it there's no home. And there's one thing that I've learned through this year of being alone. I could feel it in my bones more than anything I've ever known. That's people need, people need, people need people. People righteous and humble, we climb and we stumble, the strong and the feeble. No matter where in the world you go, don't you know that people need people? Are you ready, y'all? 2, 3, come on. How you feeling, y'all? We're all on the same road, walking different directions, all cursed by the curses, and all blessed by the blessings. Through the reach of a hand or a smile for a while, you can feel the connection. Even in the times when you think you're all alone, don't, 'cause people need, people need, people need people. People need, people need, people need people. We're all righteous and humble, we climb and we stumble, the strong and the feeble. No matter where in the world that you go, don't you know that people need? Put your hands high, y'all. People need, people need, people need people. People need, people need, people need people. People need, people need, people need people. No matter where in the world that you go, don't you know that you're not? Why not sing it, y'all?
Dum, 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 da, 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 da. Da, dum, da, dum, dum, da, 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 da. Da, da, dum, da, da, dum, da, da. Da, da, dum, da, da, dum, da, da, dum, da, da, dum,
Put your hands up high, y'all. People need, people need, people. Everybody. People need, people need, people need people. No matter where in the world that you go, don't you know that people need? How you feeling, y'all? Well, you got me like the ocean's got the waters, and I got you like mamas and papas got sons and daughters. And the stars got the sky so they can shine down low. So no matter where in the world that you go, you will know that you're not alone. Why? 'Cause people need, people need, people need people. People need, people need, people need people. People need, people need, people need people. No matter where in the world that you go, don't you know that you're not alone? Put your hands up high. No matter where in the world that you go, don't you know that you're not alone? 'Cause people need people. People need people. Give your friends a big hug.